resolutions, like I always, like this time of year, I start thinking like, okay, what do I want to improve for next year? Or you might just be feeling in a funk. Well, here's a really good place to start. So this is for your mental health minute, which it is Monday, of course, so we're doing that today. If you're trying to figure out a good place to start for a New Year's resolution, look for where you aren't valuing yourself or if you're out of alignment. So here are just some little signs that you're not valuing yourself. Number one, you apologize a lot. I do this. You feel needy, not having needs, but feeling needy. You feel drained, you feel taken advantage of, or you feel resentful. So these are very common things that a lot of us go through. And the way that you get to the root of what's going on is to start by asking yourself, where in your life are you doing things that are not honest to you? So what behaviors, patterns, or activities are out of alignment with what you value? So I always think of this like, it could be social media. That's a big one for me that I'm like, I really don't value being on social media as much as I am.
Right.
So that's one goal that I'm kind of working on.
I understand that. I mean, like we've said, for our jobs, we need
have
to
to
be
be
on there, and we want to because we want to be aware of what people are into, what people in the city are doing.
But then you get sucked in.
Oh yeah. I mean, how
So-
many times a day do I just open Facebook, notifications, close?
It's like I don't even think about it
Instagram,
anymore. It's just a
open,
reflex.
Scroll. I mean, it's just, watching TV is the worst. That's when I do it the most.
Oh yeah, when you're doing both at the same time. I know. So we're not really, like, for me, being present and being mindful is a big goal. But this can be anything. You know, it might be a bigger issue. Like maybe you're not being honest with yourself about the health of your relationship, and you have to make some decisions there. It's a big one. And then once you kind of get there to that root, once you identify that issue, you have two options: change your response or change your environment. And that's when we can start looking at creating better boundaries, maybe shifting those patterns, or leaving and going to Mars and changing our environment.
I need to be better about that because once I get in a funk, I'm really bad about staying in that funk and not making changes.
Yes.
It's like I know what I need to do, change my environment, change this, change that, but once I get into I'm really bad at getting out of it. So
you got to start. You got to start by asking yourself, what do I value? Where am I out of alignment with those values? And it does require you to kind of take an inventory of your values too.
Yeah.
And luckily, Britt Frank is back to elaborate on some very healthy boundaries so you can start working with some of these issues, and that'll help you getting to feel better about yourself and feeling a little bit more in alignment. And she's always really helpful for that.
Yeah, well, those tied in very well together.
So there's your challenge for this week. And then maybe you might even come up with some really great New Year's resolutions out of that.
And I still didn't complete